Supreme Court scandal, a new accusation of sexual misconduct against Justice Brett Kavanaugh has both sides freaking out. Yeah, the New York Times ran a piece over the weekend adapted from an upcoming book. It exposes an incident that took place at a party while Kavanaugh was at Yale. He allegedly shoved his genitals towards a female student. But as Fox News points out, the New York Times left out the fact that the accuser does not recall the alleged incident, but that didn't stop some Democratic presidential candidates from calling for his impeachment. Take a look at this.
The American people deserved better. And given the fact that it appears as though Brett Kavanaugh lied under oath, which is a crime, I think that he has disqualified himself for service on the Supreme Court.
What's the remedy for that?
He should step down or he should be impeached.
Okay, so we have a New York Times article, an opinion article, that says this happened, but the woman now doesn't remember the incident. Are we going a little too far with impeachment? And dare I say, I might even think we're going too far. I'm going to lob it to Lindsay to see what you think.
I mean, these are serious allegations, right? So we have to take them seriously. But let's put it all in context. The book that these excerpts were coming from that were put into this New York Times opinion piece is not out yet. So none of these candidates, none of us have even read the book. So that's where to start. Secondly, you have to look at what some of the candidates are saying. They're coming out for impeachment, which would be the most extreme measure, and they don't have any information. So that would be my problem there. Also, like, without context, and, you know, these are major allegations, so we need to make sure we have the full story and wait before. And I know they're on the campaign trail, so you want to get out in front of the story.
Does this feel campaigny to you?
It feels very campaigny, and they shouldn't be taking the story of this young woman who didn't obviously want to share it or doesn't remember and making it into a headline.
Do you agree?
Yeah, because it just goes to show in the media a lot of the times you want to be first, you don't want to be right. And it messes our job up. It messes these Democratic candidates' jobs up, because if we're going to read the New York Times, regardless if it's an opinion piece or if it's an actual article, we're going to think of that as a reputable source. So we're obviously going to quote that. And nowadays,
I read it every day, so I hear you.
And nowadays, people, what's the first thing they want to do when they see something? They want to become outraged. They want to see what they can say to get retweeted. And it just played right into the whole fake news thing.
You think it's going to backfire out?
I think it will. I mean, just when you keep using the word over and over again, if you don't do it, it loses its power. And the concept of impeaching the president was just, I mean, that used to be something that people would base a movie around. But now they throw it around so much that it doesn't mean anything. And right now, we're in 2019, 2020 is on its way. It makes it seem like you're scared to run against the president. At this point, I don't want to use the wrong term, everything that could happen with this administration, and he's still not been impeached. So at this point, you have 1 year to get your strategy together to try and beat him the right way, because if he is impeached, I think the only thing you're guaranteeing is if a Democratic president does come in, that the first thing he or she does, they'll be impeached.
It's like, I'm sorry to cut you off, it's like instead of trying to fight that bully and beat that bully up to take it down, like you're trying to come up with allegations and.
But at the same time, do you want someone who even has allegations like this? The FBI did not look into it; they were told not to be sitting at the top of the top.
Doesn't our president have like 15 allegations against him?
He has, I think, more than 15. But, okay, so I agree with that. But should the FBI have at least looked into this?
They could have, but they only had a week to put together the first case.
Well, they were told, too, to keep it pretty short. Do you think that may be an investigation into why none of these people were called?
We can look into it, but I think taking excerpts from a book that is for profit from 2 New York Times reporters when we weren't given all the information is not the way to go about it. Let the FBI do its job. I think we trust in our...
Let the FBI do its job, but let the FBI really do its job. Don't handicap that FBI. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did everyone feel me?
Said the exact same thing twice.
Did everyone get that?
Don't let the FBI do their job. Let the FBI do their job.
I want to make sure you heard me.
Let the FBI do its job.
Stop it.